You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
What is going on, everybody? How you guys doing today? It's Dude Chuck, and funny story. I did have a guest for this week, DM Ray. I believe he's actually been on the show before, and sadly, he had an emergency and had to deal with that. I really don't know much about it, but you know, all of our good vibes sent out to him and his family and whatnot, and hope everything's okay. But I realized, like, ooh, I'm basically doing a show for an hour by myself, and that should scare me, but it actually didn't. I was more just like, you've done this before, you can do it again. We do have our boy JD here, though, who has said he would probably chime in if there was anything of interest.
Check, testing.
There you go. Jay Burns is in the house. The man we thank for the Redwoods Forest himself. Thank you, homie. And Make Two's here. Anybody else who wants to pop in? Actually kind of excited about today's trivia. I do, now that I think about it, I do have a prize for you guys. So I'll still do it for prize. But yeah, man, I just super excited for tonight's trivia because our boy Ed Weird actually hooked up with me. Not like that, you gross bastards. No, I'm not saying I wouldn't. Chuck, oh, I gotta go back to the comments. You're not alone, Chuck. There's someone standing right behind you. That would be hilarious. I certainly can interview you guys. You know what? Okay, that's a really good idea. As I could ask you guys like some questions, like some first date style questions. Okay. Actually, you know what? That sounds like fun. I could totally do that. All right. So I'm going to have open questions directed at everybody. Okay. So I will ask you guys, but obviously I'll answer it too. So this is a comic central or centric broadcast. So Desert Island, what is you can bring one comic, and I'll even be nice enough to say like graphic novel or trade or you know anything in there. So you can get like I have the omnibus of Saga. You can bring that with you. Not specifically Saga, whatever you want. But what would be your go-to comic that you would bring to a desert island? I think mine probably would be Saga because I haven't read it all yet. And what I read, I loved. And yeah, I think I would really dig that. So yeah, I'd probably still bring that. Plungecast is here. Eddie. All right. So Daredevil. But okay, what Daredevil 1, Make 2, you gotta like, you know, are we talking Frank Miller years, or like, you know, you only get like a graphic novel worth, so like Born Again or something like that. Plungecast, Addy, Make 2, Steve Vendetta. So good to see you all, you guys. Yeah, the question I threw out there to you guys today was what comic book or graphic novel or single read book would you bring with you to like a desert island? I'm thinking I'm bringing my omnibus of Saga. I think that's probably what's going to happen for me. And Make 2, yeah, said Daredevil. But again, not a whole. It needs to be a run or graphic novel or something like that. JD, do you have one that you would bring along?
I you know, the omnibus of Saga works pretty well.
Right.
For me, because it's
Damn,
like,
I'm glad you brought that, Chuck.
no, well, I have it here sitting next to me too, and it's like you know, a desert island not only is, you know, interesting story and great art, but also could kind of work as makeshift like adult entertainment for those lonely nights.
You're not wrong. Yeah, no, man, I love that series of what I read of it, and I think it only goes up to like issue 56 or something like that.
Yeah, I tried reading some of the newer issues after that big long break, and I just didn't get back into it.
Ah,
I probably should.
dang.
It's like once they broke up that kind of that. I mean, that was a very strong choice. It really changed the story forever. But for me, it's like a lot of times in a story, something will change, and I'm like, nope, that was it for me. That was what I was reading the story for. And like they did it with Angel. Remember the Angel, Buffy and Angel series? Like in Angel last season, it was the same actress, but they killed off the character so that the actress could play a different character who was like possessed by a demon.
Okay.
And I'm like, no, she was the heart of she was the audience stand-in. She was the heart of the show. And it's like now they not only did they kill her, but it was like magic. Her soul was devoured in the fires of creation. Like not only is she dead, like she doesn't even exist anymore. That's how bad you treated that character.
Yeah, they weren't
like, I was done.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Is that Fred?
Fred, what's Fred? Oh yeah, Fred. Yes,
from Angel.
I forget that her name was Fred.
Yeah, dude, that's messed up. Wow.
Yeah.
So Jay said, as much as I love Superman, got to go with a book from Comics Tribe called The Standard. Tell us about The Standard. I haven't heard of that, and I've read some Comics Tribe stuff. Like I love Think. Think is so damn good. If you guys, that's one to check out. Mouse, I haven't read it yet, but have always meant to. Plunge Cats, that's really smart. I love that as a choice, both because I too would. If you brought Mouse along, I would totally read the crap out of that. But also, it's like I have never read this, so this is what I would want to bring. I really like that idea. Escaping Desert Isles for Dummies. Isn't that just the pirate stuff from Watchmen? Just kill a bunch of people and I think turn them into a raft. Robinson Crusoe. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so another question for you guys. Okay. We have an awful lot of comic shops. And especially on the network and whatnot. So my question to you would be, if there was a if you could have like your top 4, I forget what friggin' American Hill that is. Oh my gosh, how am I forgetting the name of it? With the president's heads in North Dakota or South Dakota or whatever it is.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. You see, damn it. If you had a Mount Rushmore of LCSs, what would your local comic shops be on there? Obviously, this is like, ones that Mount Rush. Thank you. The Band Rush? It's Free Will. What would be your Mount Rushmore of LCSs as like the 4 big ones for you? And of course, like that's a personal, like, I mean, you'd want to put on like Mile High and stuff like that. But then, like, do you have, what have you been drinking? Dude, I'm not American. That's the excuse I'm going to give.
With me, I could do that with anything because my memory is very situational. So I could be, I could just be, that thing, the thing that we all have in our, you mean a cell phone? Yeah, cell phone.
Oh shit. That was an accident. I turned on my music. Rayla's here. Hey, Escape the Simulations here. What's up, Jess? So yeah, I'm just going live tonight. JD and I are chatting a little bit, and we're just my guest wasn't able to show up. If Mount Rushmore were taller, Mile High would be right up there. Haha. Stephen Detta, nicely done. Yeah, Midtown. Yeah, that was another one I was thinking of too. There's one in Toronto called Harry Tarantula, I believe. And yeah, that's one for me. Or back in the day, it would have been Silver Snail. I don't know if they still have Silver Snail in Toronto, but that was mine back in the day. Secret Stash, of course. No, trivia's gonna be at the end, hon. You're good. Secret Stash is a really good pick. Geek Nerd in Oregon. I've never been there. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. See, and I would, other ones, of course. What was I thinking of? Um, oh, Gamers Paradise. Ah, damn. Okay. Is Silver Snail still around? Space Cadets. Yeah, very good choice. What the? Okay, I'm getting rid of that tab altogether. The Adventure Begins. Haven't been to Third Eye. Oh, okay. Bedrock. Yeah, Bedrock City. How was the Bedrock City Comic Con, dude? Um, my
I've
my
been to
boys want
the
to.
I've been to the Things from Another World. They're outside Universal here in LA, and it's a lot smaller than you think. I mean, they're
Yeah,
friendly, but it's like I don't. That's not what an LCS should be to me. It should be like, if they shouldn't be famous.
yeah,
So
yeah.
the
That
small, welcoming. That's what I look for.
yeah. So I feel you there. I do feel you there. And you know what? I do like that kind of stuff. Oh, Silver Snail's relocated. Well, I'm gonna have to drop by there before, hopefully nothing bad happens. The GG&N shop is supposed to be haunted along with every store on their block. That's cool. I would almost want to send my books there to get them haunted. With the idea, like, instead of Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, like Belial and Link show up. Oh my gosh. What are the Canadian favorites? I mean, yeah, like I've traveled America way more than I traveled Canada. Like, I became a comic creator in America. So yeah, I don't know that as well. Um yeah. So hopefully, like, Steve Vendetta's here. He might be able to tell us about some good ones, but um put it this way, Chuck. Standard ranks up there with Kingdom Come and Old Man Logan for me if you get a chance. Ooh, that's big because I'm a big Wolfie fan too. So the fact that you would incite Old Man Logan, like, okay, okay, I'll look for that. Gotham Central, a fairly new shop, might now be. Oh, okay. All right. I'll look out for that. And actually, that has been on my radar. I have heard that. Isn't Canada's most popular LCS called Comics? Yeah, could be. What's the standard? It's your standard, hun. Like, whatever, however you feel on that kind of thing. Time is it?
No,
Still
I think
wrapped
she
up
was
there.
asking what Jay was talking about. The comic
Oh,
book that's standard.
that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Haha. Yeah. A2 that yeah, the standard is a Comic Tribe comic. I don't know any. He didn't give us anything else except for that's freaking awesome. And mentioned it with some very big. What do you say? Ranked up there with Kingdom Come and Old Man Logan, which, though, that probably says a little bit about that
But there it
story.
is. He put it in there.
When I own my own store here in, oh, cool, New Zealand, I aim for being welcoming and always had deodorant and air freshener on hand. Females, males, and parents came in all the time. That's really good of you. That I really love. That's a community feel. I love that when you can just be like, "Hey, homie, you might want this." Like, that's pretty sweet. Like, good for you.
Yeah,
Good for you.
I think we could all agree that this age of comic book stores is so much better than when, like, you and I were growing up, when it was just
Yeah.
like that dark, dingy, always dirty little strip mall place run by
Yeah.
the creepy guy who just
Yeah.
just gave you the skin crawlies. Yeah.
Altered States and Mississauga is decent. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll check that out too. Yeah, no, dude, I am 100% with you on that one. I love I mean, it's so many of them now, like, serve food, and they have all these great events, and, like, I've done a bunch of, like, free comic book days and just random, like, even, like, panel stuff at comic shops and whatnot, and yeah, it's really cool. Um the level of service and what they're really trying to be a part of the community, which is nice. And I think it's very important. What do we got? I based it on the award-winning one in Australia in 2014. Oh, cool. That's really cool. Man, is that store still around, or did it yeah, did we have to give it up? The only comic shop I had as a kid was the pharmacy had its oh man, the pharmacy. That's back in the day, homie. But yeah,
Apparently those spinning comic racks are like super pricey now because
yeah.
they fell apart and everyone wants them for like their den or library or whatever.
There was my local shop, what was it, antique shop in when I was living in Texas. They had a really like a small little spinner rack, probably like 3 or 4 comics high, maybe, and just like about that big. And I don't know, normal person's torso size. And it spun around, and DC Comics right there on it, like it definitely like looked like 70s or earlier. And so I went and I talked to them, and they're like, "No, we've had so many offers. Like, don't even offer money because we've been offered stupid amounts." And I was like, "Cool, I don't have stupid amounts of money, so that wasn't going to be my offer." But at least they appreciate what they have, so that's nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
Rayla posted the entire rundown of the standard there, and if somebody wants to read more about it.
I'm trying not to, actually. Oh, John Lees. Yeah, he's the guy who does Sync. That's badass. Cool. Rayla's explanation was really good. Pharmacies once pushed comics instead of just drugs. And you know what? I think the world was better. I wish that they would... Go ahead.
I was going to say, I wish they would serve a nice soda or a phosphate as well back in the old days.
What's up, buddy? That would be awesome. Go there and get your Dr. Pepper or whatever the heck. How many flavors is it? Bought my first comic off a spinner rack. Me too, actually, at 7-Eleven. Unfortunately, I don't remember what comic was. Well, so it wasn't 7-Eleven for me. It was Max or Becker's. I don't remember which one because those are the Canadian.
That's a good question. How did you get and what was your very first comic book?
Ooh, that's a really good one. Yeah, good call. Yeah, all right, guys. How did you get it, or what even was your first comic? For me, it was my very first comic that I bought with my own money. I was working with my aunt cleaning the bank at nights after the bank had closed down, and I was like 13, and I went in, and we would go to the corner store next door, the Becker's or Max. I can't remember which one it was, and we went in there, and I was like, I would love a comic, and she's like, well, I'll pay you. And so she gave me the $5 or whatever I ended up getting, and I bought Wolverine number 78 or 77, and I still remember it. And it was like Wolverine way up in northern Alberta and stuff. It was really cool. And he was like fighting for his life. But yeah, amazing one. Now I gotta go check out what you guys are saying. We've had to close down as 2 others had to, I'm sorry to hear that. 15 months though, I'm sure I hope there's some good memories from that time at least, because that's a really neat thing. Now I write, oh, good for you. Okay, good. Another creator. That's awesome. Lithiated beverages. My first comic was the Kingdom Hearts manga. Okay. Cleaning the no, I was actually cleaning the bank. Actual comic, Hellblazer. Okay, cool. My very first comic book my dad bought for me. It was Spidey Super Stories #1 from the show The Electric Company, because I love that show and loved Spidey. I still have it and cherish it. Wow. How much is a book like that worth? Like, not that you would sell it, obviously, but I'm just wondering, like, Phil Alien's in the house. What's going on, man? We're just having a chill chat today, and I'm actually interviewing you guys and learning from you guys. We're asking questions. JD's been chatting with us and helping with questions as well. And yeah, we're still gonna do trivia around 8:30 or so. No idea, dude. Something worth looking at. Though,
yeah, I know.
Oh, you know how much it is?
I'm sorry. Good. Oh no,
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 no, go ahead.
I was gonna say something else. I have ADHD and I'm constantly changing channels.
Jump in.
Is there going to be prize? Yes, there is going to be prize, right,
Yep.
Chuck?
Yes, there is.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just gonna say that, like, I remember Spider-Man from the Electric Company too, long before I knew what a comic book was, and the cartoons was where I learned about the superheroes. I didn't actually ever. My first comic book I didn't buy says like there were some magazines as we waited for the barbershop, and then there was a comic book, and I was like, I don't even know what issue it was. An ASM, and I was fighting some electric guy with electric powers. I have no idea who it was, but it was like, I was like, this is really cool, and it ended up in the car home with me. I have no idea why.
I'm sure. So was it like an Electro or something like that, or
Possibly, or it might have been just like a throwaway villain who was just there once. It's like so vague to me. I don't know where it ended up. I didn't start collecting then, so I don't know exactly which issue it was.
My first comic was Super Friends. All I had for years were 2 newsstands. Oh wow, that's still cool. Todd, nice to see you out here. Rayla's here. Space Case Cards is here. Hello, how's everyone doing? Yeah, no, that's cool. Super Friends. That's where my head just went. But I did hear your story about accidentally stealing your first book. My first was an issue of Iron Man from '82. Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about. There was no theft going on. I did nothing illegal. It just somehow it was in the car on the way home. I have no idea how it got.
Weird, wacky things happening when you were growing up.
Exactly. I saw nothing, officer.
I cannot think. Who do you remember who the villain was? For me, so growing up, I loved the X-Men and was a big Wolverine fan. Just short, hairy dude. Yeah, okay, cool. Even at a young age, I knew I was going to be a short, hairy dude. And 5'7". Though I've aged considerably more than Wolverine has typically. I don't remember the first I bought, but the first unread was Superman 199 that a family member had. Oh, cool. It was windy. Okay. I'm sure that barber is still wondering where's that damn magazine. Yeah, right? Yeah, where's that random fucking Spider-Man? Actually, he probably was cool with that because he's like, cool, someone's going to read it and enjoy it. Because, I mean, I'm sure he was getting new magazines all the time.
I'm making so many like faces in response to what you're saying, and I keep forgetting that my camera's not on. Like, oh, you can't see that I'm nodding along with you.
I feel it. You're nodding in spirit, I'm sure. Fun fact, the Kingdom Hearts manga came from a Scholastic book fair. Oh, those were great. But no one knew where it came from and didn't have a price, so they let me have it for $10. Wouldn't it be funny though if like you find out later on like it was 8? Oh, combo book 1 and 2. Oh, that would be a bigger one then. I can understand that. A lot more. What time are we at? 8:26. Okay.
Yeah, it's like isn't that what they always say when that stupid joke when you come up to the register and there's no price on something? It's like there's no tag on it. It must be free, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like everyone has it. And you know what? It's funny because I've worked in retail. I've done that kind of stuff. And I still told the joke once. And immediately afterwards, I was like, I am so sorry. I should not have said that joke. And she's like, it's okay. I was like, no, it's not. It's terrible. And we all know it.
Yeah. You just get that look from someone who's like, yeah, I've heard that 5 million times today.
Today, yeah, exactly. I'm not the only one that does that. Oh no, you're not at all, man. I used to love those Scholastic book fairs in school. It's always so exciting when we get a new flyer. Yeah, man. Yeah. Or your mom would give you like $10, $15 and you'd be like, shit, maybe I shouldn't spend it all on posters because we all bought posters. Come on, it's priceless. Working in a grocery store for 20 plus years, that joke never got old. Yeah, exactly. Cool. Yeah, so we do have trivia today. What I'm gonna be doing is actually Eddie came on and helped me with some trivia questions. So obviously he's not gonna be winning today. But Eddie, he's gonna give you guys clues whether he's playing or not, or whether he knows the answers or not. So yeah. I love those wacky. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Smentals. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they had all the smelly stuff. Running the Oh my gosh, you're taking me back. Jeez. What's a poster? So yeah, we are gonna do one today, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys a digital copy of my novel Essence House, written by myself and my good buddy Eric Cockrell. So Essence House, what is the okay, so how do I sell this book? What's the pitch when I give it in States? Essence House is a time travel adventure novel about a man who returns to the ruins of his ancestral home, only to find much more left behind than he ever imagined. Bam! That's it right there.
And he starts an essential oil business.
He does. It was funny because when I was asking a buddy of mine, I was like, I gotta know, man. Why is it every time I look up Essence to try to find my novel, all I find is a bunch of awesome Black people magazines? Like, what is it with you guys on that word? He's like, I don't know, but we love that word. Like, you really should have named your book something else. And I'm like, you're right. That's on me. I should have done my research.
Yeah, I think when we started out as the EXP or the experience, I did some Google searches just to check, and it's like there's a very strict Baptist sort of like online community called The Experience as well out there on YouTube, and it's just like it's all about it's all holy rollers making videos.
Wow. Well, yeah. I mean, at least our content won't get mixed up with theirs.
No, not a lot of the same keywords.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Let in a barbershop animate. Yeah. Is it also a comic book? I've heard of it on Crypto Comics. No, it's not. It's just a novel. It's also an audio drama because Jess was a part of it. Good evening. Hey, Miss Wendy's not here. And we don't have a guest. It's just me tonight. And actually, you know what? You guys have been a huge help. JD, huge help. We made it through half an hour just chatting away with you guys. I love this kind of back and forth kind of stuff, like directly with the audience. It's the closest to being at a convention sometimes that I think we can get online. It's just being able to directly connect and talk. How do you read it? I mean, that's exactly it. You read it. And you create pictures in your own head. Woo! No, you're good, man. You're good. So yeah, you know what? We're gonna hit some commercials and then we'll come right back and I'm gonna have this freaking awesome trivia and we're gonna make sure that one of you guys gets to read the book. So I will chat with you guys right after these messages.
Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
Ask your local comic shop to add Battle Quest comics to your pull list today. Whoa. Whoa. Did you miss it? Yeah, they can go by pretty fast. Let's slow down the footage.
Welcome. It's time to skim some comics. Miles Morales Spider-Man, I will just tell you that Miles is very important in his role as a vampire. So
It's fine. If you like Hercules, read it. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. It's fine.
The art is still stunning. There's a panel, little spoiler, there's a panel in this where Chitauri first hits Lion-O, and he is the best "did she really just hit me" face I've ever seen put in a comic book.
Wow, live reviews of new comic books so you can be ready for New Comic Book Day. What is this? Oh, I see. It's Minute to Skim It. Part of the experience.
You make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
What is going on, everybody? Man, I love that intro music. Jeez, I love it. So we are doing trivia tonight. Even though we didn't have a guest, technically you guys were the guests. And that was a lot of fun getting to know you guys. But we're still doing a prize. My novel, Essence House. I love a good hardback. We're going to be giving that away in digital format to a player tonight, to a winner maybe. Well, comics are very cheap. Would be, yeah. So that's what someone was going to say. In JD's defense, because this guy has my back, so I'm definitely going to have his. In JD's defense, the only difference between JD and the rest of us is that he admitted it. But all you guys have done some sketchy ass crap as kids, and I 100% know it. So
If it's any consolation, like, I still feel bad about it.
actually, I think it helps, and I feel like your service in the comic community is probably like some kind of penance for that. So I feel like you've more than done your time, man. The time definitely did not fit the crime.
Yeah, I'm surprised I even remembered that.
Right? No, dude, I think that's great. So yeah, we have some great questions. It was a rough week for geeks this week. I think we can admit that. Two giants fell this week. It was very sad. So made sure to give them some love here in the trivia today, because that's usually how I do it. So question number 1. During their astonishing X-Men run, Joss Whedon and John Cassaday resurrected which major cast member? I liked that run. I love John Cassaday's work. Oh my gosh. I love
I know that was Dave.
Dave's not there, man.
They don't talk about him a lot, but he was in the background most early comics.
I love a major cast member who can be described as they don't talk about him a lot. So have your back. I ain't coming it. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, yep, we did get a right answer right away. I'm gonna tell you, Space Case knows what they're talking about. That's what I'm gonna say. Space Case knows what they're talking about. Dang. Pen's not working.
I think Todd's bucking for the funny points.
Oh, well, I mean, that is a thing. So let's see what Todd does. Reincarnado. That's really good. Not Cyclops. Was he even? Yeah, Cyclops was in it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, Rayla got it. So Space Gate's got the 3 points. Rayla got the 2. Everybody else gets a point, and there's a bunch of y'all. Hammerhead. No, it was Colossus. Colossus is the one who was brought back, and there's that great scene where Colossus rages and goes right through Kitty Pryde, and it was just this amazing. Hey, Eunice, Eunice, the untouchable. Yeah, I'm sure that your your autocorrect wanted to play with that one big time. Good old Anus, the untouchable.
I mean,
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
It describes both of them pretty much equally.
That's very fair. Question 2. According to South Park, how many years does it take for a tragedy to become funny? And I am telling zero jokes. Yeah. The EXP also does not necessarily agree with that statement. But
we're not talking. Well, we're obviously not talking about any specific tragedy. What
exactly
could we possibly be talking about?
Exactly. What would be okay? Here's the funny thing: it's a very specific period of time, but you guys are doing good with the years. I'll do the person who is closest, and so far it looks like Lyle is the closest. So I'll give you guys just a couple more seconds. What to say? Because it would be Lyle, and then it looks like Rayla. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with. Okay, so Lyle got the 3 points, and Rayla, that's very close. Who's it? Dave Reese. Oh, David Reese. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do something nuts. I'm gonna give the 3 points to Lyle because he did jump in first. But then I'm gonna give 2 points to Rayla and 2 points to Dave because Rayla was in second, but Dave was the closest with 22. According to South Park, it's 22.3 years until something can be funny. So, yeah. Well, not something, a tragedy. Anything can be funny immediately if you so choose. Okay, yeah. Oh, and now I have to make sure that everybody else gets their point. Biggest case. All right, cool. Question 3. What year did Archie from Archie Comics appear first? What year? 22 something 8. Higher than you guys are so much fun today. Yeah. How many? Oh, yeah. What year did Archie from Archie Comics first appear? And this is one of our great Ed Weird questions. We got 1960 earlier than 60, 53 earlier. Lyle, so dang close again. Dave Reese comes in. I'm gonna give it to Dave Reese because he got it dead on, and then Lyle right behind. So Dave is gonna get 1, 2, 3. Lyle is gonna get 2. Everyone else is gonna get a point. Boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. 1941. That's the first appearance. Back when Archie was a fashionable name. Yeah, exactly, right? Who's the last Archie that you remember? Bunker? Like from the 70s? And he probably, would have been a kid or, a little bit older when Archie first came out. So, yeah.
I mean, if there are Archies out there now, they're probably not Archie. They're like Archer.
Yeah, right. Or just okay, here's a neat one. This was interesting. Question 4. James Earl Jones was an EGOT winner. Once again, rest in peace, James Earl Jones. Absolutely amazing guy. James Earl Jones was an EGOT winner. Which of the 4 awards did he receive that was technically an honorary award. So one of the four, and an EGOT is Emmy, Golden. Oh no, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Okay, we have a correct answer already. And okay, so Rayla is going to get the 3. Space Case is going to get the 2. Everyone else will get a point because it is, in fact, the Oscar. His Oscar, yeah. I think the Grammy was he was a stage actor. I think the Grammy was for like an audiobook of some kind, I believe. Razzie, he never would that be like ERGOT? But yeah, so he got a Lifetime Achievement Award, which they call an honorary award, but I think that's
I'm really pissed about the Oscars removing that from the show, because they did that a couple of years ago, and it's the wrong move.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, and but also to call it an honorary award, like no, he affected the movie business so much that they
still isn't Lewis.
What is that?
I said still isn't right? Lewis.
Yeah. Why not TOEG? EGOT is what it is, man. It's already created. I'm just going with the flow on this one. But yeah, no, I agree. And it's not honorary at all. Like, that's a real thing, man. Did you see him recite the national anthem at the altar? No, I didn't. And by the way, not bad for a dude with a stutter. Like, holy crap. So the stuff he went through, yeah, no, he totally has earned that.
I'm not helping you stay on track to get it done by the end of the show, am I?
Oh, no, but I mean, that's the great thing. It's like not a huge deal, right? Like we have tons of questions. So I'll just whatever I don't ask today moves on to next week. Should we take a break though?
Yeah, it seems about time.
Okay. We're gonna take a quick break, and then when we come back, like 2 or 3 more questions, maybe. We'll see you guys right after this.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it.
Something is speaking to you. Buy more comics. Just at the edge of your perception. Buy more comics. Your senses fill with visions of vortices. 360 comics. Slowly drawing you to one thundering epiphany.
360 comics!
360 comics!
360 comics!
The universe is telling you to shop with 360 Comics. Joe's got amazing stock from high dollar to $5 books, from Silver Age to modern, CGC, variant covers, and more. 360 Comics every Wednesday at 9 Eastern, part of the experience. Whoa. Did you miss it? Yeah, they can go by pretty fast. Let's slow down the footage.
Welcome. It's time to skim some comics. Miles Morales Spider-Man, I will just tell you that Miles is very important in his role as a vampire. So
it's fine. If you like Hercules, read it. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. It's fine.
The art is still stunning. There's a panel, little spoiler, there's a panel in this where Chitauri first hits Lion-O, and he is the best "did she really just hit me" face I've ever seen put in a comic book.
Wow, live reviews of new comic books so you can be ready for New Comic Book Day. What is this? Oh, I see. It's Minute to Skim It. Part of the experience. By this time in our journey, we had been on the trail of a very elusive creature for about 96 hours. But all the hard work is about to pay off. Oh, crikey, there she is. Oh, by the markings, I'd say this one's at least a 9.8. Oh, she's a real beauty.
A true mint copy. Oh, this one will make a fine slab on anyone's display wall. Oh, she's a feisty one, though. Look out, look out! Mint Hunter Comics is the place to find that mint comic you've been searching for. Mint Hunter Comics, Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, part of the experience.
You make this rather snappy, won't you? I have some very heavy thinking to do before 10 o'clock.
I got to do it. After watching those commercials, I got to give a little ribbing to our boy Kyle, because watching the Minute to Skim It, and I love how like both Jen and Jay are like super excited and into it, and Kyle's just like, whatever, read it, don't. It's not going to change your life. Like,
that is
so
that
funny.
is about as excited as Kyle gets.
He's so intelligent. He has like the so many great ideas. I love listening to the guy talk and stuff. So intelligent, but then just like doesn't matter. It's not gonna affect your life. Oh, so good. Oh yeah. Oh, for some reason I thought something else was going on. Okay, I got mixed for a second there. Tonight we're playing for a digital copy of Essence House. And so yeah, we already are partway in. I think we asked like what, 2.5 questions, something like that. No, we asked.
Happy birthday to Jay on Saturday.
Ooh, Jay Burns, happy birthday! Last Saturday or this coming?
I think he said it in chat there. He says this Saturday.
42, dude. Well, at least you're able to look at like a recent-ish video and say I looked 15. Like. That's not bad. I'd never guess a day older than 35.
They did a study apparently a few years ago about like when you really start to age, and apparently there's only like 2 points that notice the difference. It's at 44 and 65, I think 65, 67. So when you hit 44, it's just oh yeah, I'm old now.
So that's what's hilarious about that statement is Jay. Everybody look at Jay. Jay is 42. I am 45. that's the difference right there. That's what happens between 42 and 45. And actually, if you look back at me at 42, considerably less gray. Considerably. I actually have I've only been in comics for like 6-7 years maybe, and I actually have pictures of me with black hair, because that's what your mid 40s does to you. Just I still get carded. Oh my gosh, I don't mind hating. You don't look 45. No, I don't. I look like 55. I act 25 though, so it does work itself out. And yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right, so then.
I forgot we got a grand old wizard in chat here with Lyle.
No, wait, 70. Oh damn, Lyle. Okay, good for you, buddy. Good for you. Okay, where were we? Okay, Little Lotta first appeared in what comic? Wasn't given a number though, so I don't think you have to give me the number, just the actual comic. 51. Okay, 73. I was born in 79. 26. Rayla. He feels better about that. Yeah. We'll see if anyone knows this one. If not, we can move on to another one. But Little Lotta first appeared in what comic? A Little or a Lotta? Not Spider-Man, not Batman. Yeah, I may move on to another one if no one's gonna jump on this one. Cherry Pop-Tart? Nope. Dog ears. Whole Lot of Love? No. He's invisible. Lockjaw. Okay. Not Bazooka Joe. All right, cool. I'm gonna move past this one. Oh crap. Except we did get a correct answer. And the considerably younger looking Jay got the correct answer. So yeah. There you go. Well, what Dave said, Richie Rich, which it's not Richie Rich, but I believe Richie Rich does come from the same company, unless I'm wrong. Not Lolita. What Jay said, not what Steve said. A dude's name, Firestein. There you go. I could have said Weinstein, but that wasn't a good one. Harvey. Yes, it was Harvey Comics. So Jay is going to get the 3 on that one. And yeah, and Brayla gets the 2. David running on the fun. Harvey Comics. Okay. So the next one. Okay, this will be our last one. What is the child of Scott Summers and Madeline Pryor? I'm sure. I mean, as a comic guy and as an X-Men guy, I'd already have it in. Yeah, Vendetta. There you go, right away. Yeah, everyone, good. We left on a nice easy one. Cable. So here's the for Rory Winters. So I was thinking about it, and you know what, man? I had a really, really good time with you guys. And so partway through, actually, I stopped keeping count because I was just having fun. And I thought, you know what? I would just rather that everybody enjoyed it. So everyone, all of you guys, email me or message me because Wendy and I are still trying to get the email set up or settled. But yeah, get me your emails and I will email everyone. All of you guys who were in here today, I will email you a copy of the PDF of Essence House. And the only thing I ask is if you do end up reading it, can you please go to like Amazon or something like that and give us a rating? Because that would mean an awful lot. Even if you didn't enjoy it, that's fine. Just want something on there. So if you guys could do that, that would be wonderful. Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, guys, I love all you guys. And I was just glad to be able to hang out with everyone. So make sure I get your emails, everybody, and I will make sure that everyone gets a copy today. And including our dude, Eddie, of course. Because I'm allowed to say it tonight, Eddie. I'm allowed to say it. Yeah. Oh, good. Thank you. Yeah. I'll have that sent out to all of you guys.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Uh-oh.
But you did swear when your music started playing on the computer.
Yes. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna have to go with Puck. That was good. I'm glad you caught me on that one. And you know what's funny is that I could swear again, but I really love the idea of treating it like it's a PG-13 show. You're only allowed to get one swear word. So my name is Chuck, and I really had a great time with you guys. Yeah, and you know what? I love the idea of doing a hangout show every once in a while. I don't know I think once a month is a bit too often, but we'll see how it goes. But definitely, let's do a hangout show. Thank you guys so much. I had a freaking awesome day. JD, thank you so much, man. I had an awful lot of fun with you, dude. And
thank you.
Everybody, enjoy your copies of Essence House. I shall catch all of you guys next week, most likely with a guest. My name is Chuck. See you later from the EXP. Bye.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.